Raiders. Highlights of 1966. Presented by the Northern California Chrysler Plymouth dealers. And by the Oakland Bank of Commerce. '66 was a remarkable year for the Oakland Raiders, remarkable in many ways. It was the year that John Roush emerged as head coach and Scotty Sterling as general manager. It was the year that the dynamic Al Davis completed a spectacular cycle from head coach general manager to American Football League commissioner to owner and managing general partner of the Raiders. It was a year of almost unbelievable excitement, of many high points and a few low points. But perhaps most significant of all, it was the year the Raiders moved at long last into their magnificent new home, the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. The Coliseum, a monument to the newfound confidence of the East Bay community, stands also as a tribute to the Raider organization, which played, in all likelihood, the most important role in its creation. September 18th was dedication day for America's finest all-purpose sports complex, and 50,746 fans were on hand to watch Kansas City and the Raiders do battle. Today was a proud one for the East Bay, a day no one will forget. Rookie Roger Byrd had the distinction of returning the first kickoff. Another Roger Hagberg, ran the first play from scrimmage. The Coliseum's first touchdown belonged to the Raiders' Clem Daniels, who took a short pass from Cotton Davidson, speeding 22 yards for the score. Unfortunately, that was Oakland's only TD, and Kansas City cast a shadow over an otherwise glorious day by taking home the victory. The Raiders got their opportunity for atonement less than a month later as the United Airlines 727 sped them to Mid-America in a return match with the Chiefs. Oakland, like 8 of 9 American Football League teams, flies United's friendly skies. The first quarter at Kansas City was no more than a sparring match, but with 2:21 gone in the second period, Tom Flores came up with a play that changed the game. Working from his own 25, Flores threw deep to a racing Billy Cannon. And the former Heisman Trophy winner made a fingertip catch. Oakland had a touchdown. Four minutes later, lightning struck again as Flores ducked Bobby Bell's rush and fired to Hurett Dixon. This big play covered 76 yards. Dixon on the way to the races, giving Oakland a 14-6 lead. However, the Raiders weren't through. Tom Keating pounced on a Chiefs fumble on the Kansas City 27. Clem Daniels starts momentum, running for 8. Dixon cracked for 3 more. Then it was Flores again. Passing to Dixon once more for 19 yards on this play that'll carry to the 3-yard line. Seconds later, Dixon ran the last yard for the 3rd Raiders score of the period. That quarter wasn't over yet. With just seconds on the clock, Flores back to pass, threw long to Daniels, down to the Chiefs' 10. And one play later, he found Dixon for the touchdown. That made the halftime score read 28-6, and the final that day in Kansas City was 34-13. It was to be the champion Chiefs' last defeat until they lost by a similar score to Green Bay in the World Championship game. The following week, United Airlines carried the Raiders further east for a historic date at Shea Stadium with the New York Jets and Joe Namath. Namath was superb this crisp New York afternoon. And despite this 44-yard Clem Daniels run, and a subsequent 31-yard Tom Flores scoring pass to Art Powell, the Raiders trailed 21-17 with slightly more than 2 minutes to play. With that 2 minutes plus remaining and working from his own 16, Flores hit Dixon on a crucial third down play for 12 yards and a first down. Once more it was third down when he fired to Art Powell on a thrust of 42 yards. And then it was a Flores to Dixon shot to get the Raider team all the way down to the New York 1. It was a determined Jet stand, however, at that point. Daniels failed to make it. Clem Daniels with another try, still came up short. And finally, on fourth down with just 2 seconds on the clock, Flores sent Dixon off left tackle for the TD. And with it, a 24-21 victory. More than 58,000 fans in jam-packed Shea Stadium were standing silent in amazement. John Rauch's Raiders had a 3-game winning streak going the next week when they journeyed to Boston and Fenway Park for a game with the Patriots. Number 35, Boston's Jim Nantz, gave quick indication of what was in store. Thanks to Nantz, plus a demoralizing first-quarter injury that sidelined Flores, the Raiders trailed 14-0 after 15 minutes. However, the Raiders had plenty of fight left. Veteran Cotton Davidson at quarterback hit Daniels for 49 yards and this spectacular touchdown. Coach Rauch called Daniels' run as good as any I've ever seen, and it bears repetition in slow motion. The Raiders, however, still had a high hill to climb. Nantz continued to dominate the play. This was one of his great runs of the season. And for that matter, so is this. After 3 quarters, it was 24-7 Boston, and a rout looked possible. However, the Raiders made their move. Davidson and Daniels collaborate again. Cotton hitting Clem for 38. It was 4 plays later when Daniels scampered 22 for the score. And only another 3 minutes later, Davidson back, hit here at Dixon for 12, down to the 1. And Daniels followed with his 3rd touchdown of the day. However, that was all as the Patriots held on the final 5 minutes for a 24-21 win. Anytime San Diego and Oakland meet, that game is an event. The 1966 meeting of the two at Balboa Stadium was no exception. The Raiders had lost in Oakland thanks to personal heroics by the Chargers superstar Lance Allworth. The opportunity for revenge came on a beautiful November day in San Diego. Just 2 plays into the game, Flores hit Daniels for 68 yards to the Charger 10. And as seen in slow motion, a Flores to Art Powell pass got the touchdown. San Diego got 10 quick points themselves, though, before the Raiders began to move again with this 17-yard strike, Flores to rookie end Tom Mitchell. And now Flores to Billy Cannon, getting 41 down to the Chargers 7. Dixon made short yardage. Then it was Flores once again to the air to hit Powell for the score. The Flores-Powell combination got things going once more, this time with a 36-yard play. Billy Cannon is the Flores target this time, to the 3-yard line. Dixon gets the call, and he piled in for the score. Kent McLuhan intercepts to get the Raiders the football, blunting a prospective Charger drive. Then Dixon ignited the next drive, pounding his way to 6 yards gain. He followed up in even better fashion with a 23-yard sprint. Knocking on the door once again at the Chargers' 4. It was Daniels to catch the Flores pass in the end zone. Another score as the Raiders went on to defeat San Diego 41-19. The Raiders' 1966 passing game accounted for 26 touchdowns, with quarterback Tom Flores, number 15 from Pacific, Cotton Davidson, number 19 from Baylor, and rookie Charlie Green, number 12 from Wittenberg, handling the chunking chores. The Oakland record read 8 victories, 5 defeats, and 1 tie, a mark good for second place in the AFL's Western Division. The success of the Raider passing game was a big reason why. Art Powell, number 84, though not the primary target he had been in past seasons, was the Raiders' leading pass receiver. Flanking Powell most of the year was number 14, Fred Biletnikoff of Florida State. The sure-handed Biletnikoff caught 17 passes for 272 yards before being sidelined with an injury. Number 22, Larry Todd of Arizona State, another second-year man, and the veteran Bill Miller of Miami, number 89, took over for Biletnikoff. The Raider passing and receiving corps will have some new faces in 1967 with the addition to the roster of quarterback Darryl LaMonica and spread end Glenn Bass, both of whom became Raiders in an off-season trade with Buffalo for Flores and Powell. In addition, the veteran Mickey Slaughter, formerly of Denver, will compete along with Davidson and Green for the starting quarterback job. One of the most potent weapons in Coach John Rauch's arsenal involved his tight ends. Blessed with 2 talented performers, Rauch platooned them with excellent results. He used Billy Cannon, number 33, when the situation called for distance. The fleet former LSU star responded by averaging over 31 yards, the best average per catch in professional football. Rookie Tom Mitchell, number 82 from Bucknell, bigger than Cannon and a rugged blocker, was Rauch's man for short yardage situations. He caught 29 tosses and stamped himself as a player to watch in the future. Fullback Herod Dixon, number 35, was an outstanding receiver as well as runner. Dixon, a newcomer to the Raiders who had been a tight end through most of his career, established himself among the AFL's leading fullbacks in 1966. The extra yard became commonplace for the big guy from Florida A&M. Herod Dixon, whose nose always seems to be aimed goalward, scored 9 touchdowns in his initial season as an Oakland Raider. The All-League running back in 1966 and one of the most versatile backs in football was the Raiders' Clem Daniels, number 36. Daniels began slowly in '66, but still managed to run for 801 yards, the AFL's second-best mark. Daniels scored 10 touchdowns, 7 of them coming in a 3-game mid-season stretch. Thanks to the miracle of instant replay, let's take another look. Tom Flores passes. Clem Daniels has it, and he's going all the way. Man alive, what's this? He keeps on going. This is really wild. And Daniels now is really going to take charge. He's going to complete his run in a Chrysler Newport. What a play, and what a car. It's everybody's driving ambition. Big 00, Jim Otto, is still running interference. Now he heads for his Plymouth. It's a fury. A fast, good-looking heavyweight with plenty of passing power. Tops in Northern California or in any league. Uh-oh. There's a whistle on the play. Everybody back to the original line. Look at that Chrysler and Plymouth Joe. Oh, it's too bad the official stopped that play. That one could have been one for the record books. Dependable Roger Hagberg, number 30 of Minnesota, was second to Daniels among Oakland rushers. He averaged more yards per carry than any Raider. Backing Daniels, Dixon, and Hagberg were young Pete Banaszak, number 40 of Miami. Veteran Purvis Atkins, number 39 of New Mexico State, who also doubled as a kickoff return specialist. That's the Raider offensive team except for one group, the offensive line, without whom you could just about forget the others. Jim Otto anchored the young but effective offensive wall, teaming with Wayne Hawkins. Talented rookie Jim Harvey. Second-year men Bob Swias and Harry Shue. And backed by reserves rookie Greg Kent and the veteran Palmer Piles. The fact that the Raiders enjoyed a good season offensively can be traced to a large extent to the development and improvement of this outstanding core of offensive linemen. Defensively, the Raiders were among football's most efficient teams. The front four, though not one of football's biggest nor most heralded, was exceptionally quick, aggressive, and effective. Defensive end Ike Lassiter had another solid season, along with rugged Dan Birdwell, All-AFL Tom Keating, and mustachioed Ben Davidson. Carlton Oates and rookie David Daniels, both from Florida A&M, were in support. The Raider defense led the AFL statistically in 1966, and this front line was greatly responsible. The Oakland Bank of Commerce has served the East Bay and Oakland for over 30 years, serving not only the community's finances, but serving in other areas as well. A full-service bank with the latest in automated equipment and facilities. Bank of Commerce officials still realize that modern banking is a lot of personal contact. Press touch as he discusses finances with Raiders defensive end Oates. And here, Jess Gorch and Joe Ferreira go over plans of the Oakland Raiders Club at the Oakland. The Raider linebacking core, with no member over 25 years old, continued showing marked improvement. Middle linebacker Dan Gibson, along with Bill Lasky, shared an outside linebacking job. Gus Otto started at the other. Bill Budness backed Connors. Ray Schwartz, along with Richard Jackson, helped man the outside jobs and were regulars on the special teams. Connors played his first season as a Raider. He was the AFL's Defensive Player of the Week, play against New York. That was the day he intercepted 2 passes, 1 for a touchdown, and was credited with 12 tackles. John Robert cornerback Dave Grayson earned All-AFL recognition for the 4th consecutive season as the Raider pass defense set a new league record for least yards allowed per game, 151.3 yards. Second-year man Kent McLuhan also received All-AFL honors. His play against Denver earned him AFL Defensive Player of the Week laurels. Safety men Warren Powers and Howie Williams worked well in their 3rd season together. Powers led the team with 5 interceptions. Williams picked off 4 enemy passes. This pair got top support from rookie Roger Byrd, Joe Krakowski, and Willie Williams. Byrd, in particular, distinguished as both a punt returner and a defensive back. He was named NBC TV's Rookie Defensive Player of the Year, a tribute to the Raider talent department, which drafted Roger first after the 1965 collegiate season. Raider kicking game was the responsibility of rookie Mike Eischeid of Upper Iowa. He tied a Raider record with his 42.2-yard average per punt, made all of 37 extra points, and booted 11 field goals. Sports Illustrated called the Raiders the coming team in professional football. This team has youth, it has excitement, and above all, the entire Raider organization is dedicated to bringing the best in professional football to Oakland and the Bay Area. The coaching staff under direction of John Roush, former All-America quarterback at Georgia, is talented as well as dedicated. Defensive coaches Tom Doms and Charlie Sumner, and offensive coaches Ollie Spencer and Bill Walsh are highly regarded in pro football, as is trainer George Anderson, equipment manager Dick Romansky, and team doctor Kendall Small. The Raiders look with optimism toward 1967 and their second year in the Oakland Coliseum. For 4 years, the Raiders have been dedicated to building the finest organization in professional sports. That dedication will continue in the future. The Oakland Raiders are and will remain professional football's dynamic organization, and they will never forget the thousands of fans who have grown with them.